So guys, I don't know why I have been recording this particular explanation more than 5 times, but this is the fifth one, and it's either the network or my system is doing something, but I don't know. So as you can see, like I said, I've recorded this more than 4 times. I think this is the fifth time, and it tends to be misbehaving. So let's see where we stopped. Don't know if we should continue or not, but let me just explain a few things. So as you can see from here, we have a change of character from this candle, right? So the possible place to be mitigated after this break around this zone, because we see a lot of price action here. Initially it should be here, but it has already happened, so there's no need to show you anything regarding this. And every place here has been mitigated unless for here. Every single candle has been mitigated unless for this one we have here for price, like that price will likely mitigate, and we have here that price has already taken here, failed, price failed to break here, so it took here and it failed to break here, though price is still within the range of this black candle. So let's see what it is going to do. So for now, let me go back to my explanation before we do a top down on what will happen next week. So what I was saying, so we are going to disregard the line below because that one is for future. I'm just going to explain why I have this markup here and why I have this one here. So this is an important candle that I marked, that I was expecting price to likely go up that place should price break the important candle of the 3 hours. But on Thursday, the best trade for that day would have been this. So I'm going to explain everything bit by bit. So this is a change of character from 15 minutes important candle, and this is a change of character from 15 minutes important candle, making this particular point our range from this point to this point, right? So the whole of this point is our range, and you see price respecting the 50%. There are a lot of things that you can just use in order to understand this, but for this particular one, what I was paying attention more to was price taking this and taking the 3 hours important candle high, because there's a rejection here. So I expect price to do this, to reach to this particular line. So let's go to 15 minutes. So you see exactly where the line is. So price actually got to that point. So if you are going to enter this happened around 12. But remember, I trade only the New York session. So after the markups, all you need to do now is just wait on your 3 minutes or 1 minute. So what do we see? I was explaining how, as in the videos that refused to record, how why I would have taken this here rather than waiting here. So better still, I'll just manage the trade, because initially this is my target 1:29, but you see it not take me to 1:29. It took me to 1:what? 1:8, which is a very good trade for that day. So how did I see this? What did I notice? I noticed structure that price is coming down right here. So I marked it, and on price reaching here, the only thing I can do to save myself is to be trailing the lows of this. So it would have taken me out here, this particular point. if I was trailing it to see if this is going to take me out. But if I wanted to play safe, I would have gone out here, this particular place. So 1:8. So what did I see? On price reaching to my zone, tapping to this point, I saw a flip. On that flip, it is just the leg of this particular structure. So now, and most of the times, many people don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to give a brief explanation. I tend to find a swing point. So my swing point is trigger entry target. What does that mean? All I need is a break of structure. That's what I mean. I need something like this, and price should come here and continue. So what do I trade? Say this is my break of structure, right? This is BOS, right? Then within this expansion, I'm going to make a range of where price is likely going to mitigate. So for this, if I'm trading maybe to take liquidity right here, what I tend to do is just trail my lows. That's why in some of the analysis I post of my chart, you'll see that price is taking me out halfway in some of the trades I take. Some traders will not agree to this, but it works for me, so I only stick with what works for me. So this is what I work. I work with this range. Should I see a change of character here and a change of character here, or unmitigated important candle? That's what I use. So remember, this is change of character. So what am I saying? This is my break of structure right here. So this is the range I'm telling you about. So when I see this break, I am likely going to take the entry from here. I'm going to take it here. It is not going to make sense here because it is 1 minute that I used to get this particular 1:8. So let's go to 1 minute. Let's go to 1 minute. So you see, that's the same thing that happened here, right here. This is where it broke, right? Break off this thing. And I have the reason why I mark this zone instead of entering at this point. This is if you are entering from here is 1:2. But the reason why I mark from this zone is if you know about order blocks, you know that there are different types of order blocks, right? And you know that there is one that if the wick is longer than the body also, you know that okay, this is also the wick itself is the order block. So that's how I marked here, and I've been preaching because on gold really respect wicks. So you see this candle here is my last printed important candle. Until it reaches here, there's no change of character. How do you mean there's no swing point created? How do you mean there's a valid swing point? Then I'll be focusing on that valid swing point and not the one upper, because I'm a scalper. I just want to get my quick exit because I'm trying to see where price is likely going to mitigate next. So from this point to this point is what I'm doing based on the previous explanation I did. So the same thing happened here. From this point, you see there's a swing point right here, but it is an internal structure. Why did I discard the internal structure? Because price is respecting a zone of a trend. You understand? So all these things here, I'm not paying attention. Where my attention is when it flips at my zone. So after this flip right here, my entry is here. Take profit above here and target the low, the liquidity. It's just normal thing that most people know, but I just have a tweak of it. What suits me. So what I was anticipating was for price to actually, you see, I would have taken maybe an entry here, and it is going to take me probably to a zone right here. But if my trades are not more than 1:2, I don't take them. If I have 1:1 point, I don't take those kind of trades. In fact, I even advise 1:3 in most cases. So this is if you should just take these two trades on Thursday, 5 and 8, you are good 13%, right? So look at this one. It is a flip too, a candle flip from 3 minutes, I guess. Yeah, this is 3 minutes. So this is it. This is how I got this entry. After the flip right here, and if you should pay attention to the whole thing right here, you'll see going up, this is the only place that there is a swing point right here. And price mitigated it and it continued. So if you because when I was making the video, price was currently around this particular zone. That was why I added this one. So let's pay attention to something here. This high brought this low, then it brought this high, of which it brought this low, then it brought this high. Yeah, then it brought this low. So now on reaching to this point, what I saw was rejection and I saw a change of character. So I was anticipating price to still go down within this particular line of the important candle. That's why I had stop loss here, and you see just a little grab and started moving a bit and it continued. So that's how I got all these markups. So now let's just do a top-down analysis on next week view on gold. Then we'll call it maybe a night, maybe a morning. I couldn't sleep, so I just said I should just drop this content now. So I'm going to delete everything, right? So we're going to the weekly to see how this week closed. Yeah, they're closing. So from what I'm seeing on the weekly time frame, we have the CRT model. So we're anticipating price to take this current high, this current high. So I presume price will be bullish next week. At least we are anticipating buys. Let's not just say bullish. I'm not saying they can't do a close bullish. I'm anticipating some levels of buys from this time frame. So this is what I marked from the higher time frame. So this particular high right here should be taken. And as you can see, we have a break of structure here on this 3 hours time frame. So we are in a correction phase or retracement phase. So if I am going to mark my strategy, I mean my zone from this particular point, I would have a zone right here, right? Then this already happened here. So you see the best point to enter is this point to target this red line. And you already see that from the weekly time frame, we are seeing here as liquidity to be grabbed. So going to mark this X. I will not leave the marking like this. I don't trade like this. So what I only pay attention to, I don't care about this liquidity or whatsoever. I'm just paying attention to all these candles. So far as now, we are in an internal structure. So this is where I'm having a break of structure. So I'm just going to mark this. Right. So now we're in a retracement phase of this particular swing point. And everything has been mitigated unless this point where price made a rejection, but it is still within a candle range. They did not grab any important candle unless for the last point right here. But nevertheless, I already explained earlier because I only pay attention to what price is currently doing, and this is what price is currently doing. That price grab this liquidity after grabbing this liquidity, and it failed to break. So we would see what price is likely going to do here. And my zones for this, that's that I will be paying attention to probably on Tuesday or Monday when price the market opens. I don't know because it will be a holiday. To be bank holiday, the market might be open but no volatility, and everything will be sluggish. But the key point now I'm looking forward to in this whole thing is I will be deleting everything at just this point, which price has mitigated, and this point. That's it for now. But I already showed you the bigger one is above. So, and I said we are anticipating more buys. So for the day that would happen, these are the zones I'm paying attention to. So I think that's what I have for today. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you have a question, you can drop it in the comment section. I'm going to attend to it. And I'll see you in the next one, guys.